The last champion guide for Rector Drath was so long ago, we need an updated guide for 2022. So no worries, I got your back. Let's get it. What's up guys, MtgJedi here, and we are in Knights Rev today. We're taking a look at my chick, Rector Drath, my favorite female Sith Lord in Raid Shadow Legends. This lady is absolutely amazing. Now, there are some links floating around the internet where you can actually start the game with her on your account. So if you were one of those lucky players, man, congratulations. I would say that she would be the best option to start your account with. Seriously, an amazing champion here. Her A1 has a decrease attack, so that can be used in a number of areas of the game that we'll get to. But decrease attack is great against bosses for decreasing the amount of damage that they deal to you. This is the only ability in her kit that requires accuracy, so you don't really need to put accuracy on her, but it is good when you put it on her, and I do recommend it. The only problem is there's a lot of areas of the game that require a lot of accuracy, but I would say in the build that I'm going to show you is a reasonable amount of accuracy that applies to most areas of the game. Her second ability is what's drawn attention to her, because there are not many champions in the game that do this AoE like perfect veil on your whole team, or the majority of your team. You know, like Tattooer Rhymehide puts perfect veil on everyone but himself, just like Duchess. And then we have her. Is that it? Are those the only three champions that do the team perfect veils? Maybe I'm forgetting one other. There's a lot of champions that perfect veil themselves, which is cool. I always felt like that was like a ninja type of an ability, like you're sneaking around, you veil yourself. But anyway, in this ability, she also heals all allies by 20% of their max HP. Oh no, of her max HP, excuse me, which is great because that's a lot more healing. Because you can stack her HP, and then your like damage dealers, you don't have to worry about what the HP is on them. Now, the only thing with her perfect veil is that it doesn't happen 100% of the time, okay? They're only going to get the perfect veil if they're at full health. So she's going to heal, then she's going to see if they're at full health, and then they'll get the perfect veil. If they're not at full health, she's going to get a continuous heal buff on them instead. So they're going to heal even more, okay? So either they're protected from future damage, or they're going to heal even more. Either of those is great. Lastly, well, not lastly, because we have her passive, she has a single target revive, 60% HP, 60% turn meter, and perfect veil, 4-turn cooldown. This is a wonderful ability as well. The revive is great. 4 turns can sometimes seem like a very long time, but books are insanely good on her. You get 2-turn cooldown here, you get bonus heals plus a cooldown here, and then you get additional chance to hit your decrease attack on the A1. So only 5, 9, 11 books, none on the passive, okay? So 11 books, very reasonable for an epic champion as well. So whenever an ally under a veil or perfect veil gets a turn, heals them by 10% of their max HP. Also increases the resistance of all allies under veil or perfect veil by 50%. And it only increases the resistance once per ally if there are multiple Rectors. So theoretically, if you have 2 Rectors on the same team, you could be getting ridiculous heals. Maybe we need to do that at some point. Double Rector ? That's on my to-do list at some point. So her abilities are really good, and then she has a resist in Doom Tower battles by 55, which does come up as well. So why should you build this champion? Well, Number one, she is a great healer in this game. A really great healer. I would go so far as to say one of the best healers. And I actually think that she's still kind of underrated. I don't see tons of people building her on their account, and that's because she's not flashy, right? She just does what she does consistently and well, and with a mean, ugly face. I absolutely love the floating orb, and I just think that that's such a cool part of her. It's just, I personally love this character model. I think it's super cool. She does remind me of a Sith Lord from Star Wars. But anyway, that's just me. So her base stats are great and easy to use. Decently high defense and HP totals. Sweet speed, base resistance, and then, you know, the rest of her kit's great as well. You're never going to do damage with her. If you want to do damage, that would come from the masteries, which we'll talk about in a second. I missed the picture of the Hydra. Well, crap. Anyway, we'll get back to that in a second. So she is a great champion, and she's going to be able to revive your champions when they die. This is such an important early game mechanic, to be able to revive your champions when they die and to heal them. So basically, if you are starting the game with her, you would choose your Kale, your Aethel, Elhain, Gallic, and these would be your first 2 6-stars probably. You'd have your damage dealer, and then your healer and your reviver, okay? So she's such an incredible champion that everybody should probably build her on their account. So let's go take a look at my build. It's the one that I really recommend, and then we will talk about where we're going to use her in the game, okay? Let's double check. I was rushing to get this video started. Okay, so here is the build that I have on her. This is my all-purpose build, and I do want to find a better banner for her. Right now I have it as accuracy, but I have had it as wait, is that better? No. I have had it as resistance as well, but I don't have really a good accuracy or resistance banner unless I just got a new one. And meaning by that, one with a lot of speed on it. You want speed on her, and typically you want her to be the fastest champion in your team. Now, I would say that my build here is kind of a late game build, okay? I put a lot of HP on her that I could get, 57,000 basically, a little bit of defense, but a lot of speed. I wanted her to go first in my Hydra team, which I failed at, because my Valkyrie is still faster, but I actually think that it's close now. Was I able to get her faster? I was. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So I updated her build recently, and here's what we got. Now, I will warn you, some of this gear is pretty crazy good, okay? So if you don't have this level of gear, that's okay too, all right? But your main priority is HP percent on the gloves and chest. And you can see a triple resistance roll with speed, a double resistance roll with speed, both HP percent. I know you might not have these on your account. You could use resistance gear or Hydra gear that gives you resistance to get those numbers, but it's more important that you have the HP percent on here, okay? Speed on the boots, and unfortunately we hit attack percentage and flat attack instead of resistance and accuracy, but those are the stats we're looking for. Maybe HP percent as well. At some point I'd like to upgrade the boots. And then the shield, this is just generic. Everybody has this kind of a shield. Again, pretty OP here. Triple resistance speed. And then we have a double speed roll with accuracy. I know that this might be a little bit endgame gear, okay? But again, you can just gear her appropriately for the level of your account. I personally like to go with HP on both the ring and the amulet because you want to get her HP as high as possible. Like 17,000 is really not that much to start with. it definitely could be higher. So you got to work hard to get her HP up. And unfortunately, we don't have HP percentage in any of these pieces. So that is something that we would want to work on for this build, right? Like accuracy, speed, HP percent. That should be easy to obtain, but for some reason, I just can't get there. So anyway, this is my build for Rector Drath, and I was able to, what? Why? Oh, maybe the double ancient event is still going on today. Good luck if you're pulling. Check out my double ancient video. It is fire over there right now, so go check that out if you want a good time. This pack is all right, but not great. I would say it's overpriced by $10 to $20. If this was $75, I would be like, let's go. If it was $60 would be an incredible deal, but at $100 it's just like, too much. I don't know why I'm clicking on the forge. So, where are you going to use her in the game? Number 1, S tier in Knights Rev Faction Wars. For the longest time, we had no Reviver in Faction Wars, and this crypt is not open today, so I'm not going to show you that. But do I have a picture I could throw on screen? I think so. Let me just look real quick. Sick raid picks and Knights Rev. If I would have thought about this ahead of time, I could have put this on screen a little bit easier for you guys. But here we have my stage 21 clear of Knights Rev. We had Hegemon in the team, but honestly, he's not important. I had 2 Senacious, both in stun sets, and then my favorite rare in the game, Guardian. Very most underrated rare in the game. He is absolutely amazing for Knights Rev Faction Wars and a couple secret rooms, but you just don't use him in that many places, okay? And then, of course, you see Rector Drath there with 3.3 million in heals. 3.3 million. That's ridiculous. And that was with her at level 54, not in that best gear. So definitely she's S tier in Faction Wars. Where else are you going to use her is against the Hydra, okay? So let me show you, well, let's collect some Hydra chests, because we got double chests on normal and hard today. Let's go. What did we get here? Flat defense, HP percent, accuracy, defense. Those are actually good. Speed, accuracy, crit damage. Great. Okay, let's sell the flat defense chest. We get fragments and clan gold. Perfect. Okay, we got a weapon. This does not look like a weapon to me. I wish they would zoom out a little bit more so you could see that it's a staff. Yeah, that could be alright. Flat defense. If that was anything else, that'd be keepable. Defense percent, but bad substats. Yeah, we'll keep that. The Hydra gear is amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Here are the 2 hard chests. And keep in mind, we earned these with Rector Drath. Attack percentage in Stone Skin. I just don't think I'm ever going to use those. Flat attack. And please be good. Oh boy! Crit damage, crit rate, HP percent, resistance. Heck yes. And then this is going to be a great offset piece or 2 or 3 set piece here. That's an incredible shield, okay? Second one. Oh, we got another Lego. HP, speed, resistance, and then attack percent. Yeah, that could be alright depending on how it rolls. Resistance, crit rate, probably not, but I'll try it. Flat HP on the chest. Then the weapon. Ooh, crit rate, crit damage, speed. These are the best offset pieces because they are the only ones that give you a bonus for 1 set. Keep your Hydra gear and get those fragments. Okay, so what teams did we use? I'm terrified of this Hydra rotation. That's what I'm going to look at as soon as I'm done with this video. Here is the team that I used. Norog was an all-star in this team. Yes, there are some OP Legos in here, but Rector carried the team. She was the one who carried the team. Do I have a picture of the damage that I dealt? I really should have thought of these. I really should have thought of these two pictures before I did anything, but this one, I think. Let's see what this is. No, that's not it. Okay, I don't think I have a picture of it, but we were able to get like 12, or you could check the video. The video that went up this morning covers this Hydra team, so if you want more information on this team in general, click back over to my channel after you're done with this video, and then you can see her in action there with that. All right, so the last place, I mean, I don't know if the last place. You can use her in Clan Boss, okay? If you have, like, if you're down here in, like, normal, hard, brutal, and you are just building, you know, one of your first Clan Boss teams, she's going to be great there. She provides the heals and the decreased attack that you need, okay? But as for me, I don't need to use her in there. I have an end game team for Clan Boss. So how many fragments are we up to with Mithrala? 43. We're making progress, guys. Hit the Hydra. Take the time. All right, so a lot of people are going to use her in Arena. A lot of people are going to use her in Arena. Do I have any fights here that are... Take a look. Let's try... Oh, Kaimar's going to strip. Why would you put Kai Katoon first? Put Kaimar in there, or... Sheesh. I would not say that any of these teams are, like, super great to go up against. Because they all have, like, some way to strip buffs. Here, we'll try it against this, since this is not going to be, like, a great... This is not a team that I use. I'm just giving you an example of where to use her. Okay, so Rector Drath, right? You probably don't want her... See, like, Duchess, as a comparable example, has a speed aura, okay? She does not, okay? She does not. So, maybe if you have somebody like Deacon, or if you have a legendary like Lord Shazar, like either of those would be great to pair with her, because then you would get your speed aura, okay? The next thing we need in this team would be a decreased defense. I want to just call out Ugo as one of my favorite decreased defense champions. And then, do I have somebody? Magnar, perfect. Okay, so we have a full epic team here. And what Rector's going to do is she's going to protect us and revive us. I don't think that that's necessary for this team. So actually, maybe let's just do a go second team where we put in Seeker for the increased defense passive, Rector for the perfect veils, and then maybe we would like to switch on a go second team. We should really run Madame Saris if you have her, but any decreased defense champion will do. And then whoever your damage dealer is can go in there as well, okay? Now, obviously, this is going to be a win, right? Because there's only one champion here. But I want to give this as an example because, you know, if you're using this team on your account, then this is going to be... there's going to be more power, more synergy here. I just want to give you an example of what this could look like. Do we have a team where I feel like this might... Yeah, let's try this. This might be too much damage here, but let's try this so you can see what it looks like when we're actually going second. Now, one of the things to keep in mind here, I don't have my Seeker built for the arena. I have him built for Clan Boss. So, Magnar survives here, but then dies. Okay, well, yeah, a little bit too much damage there from Candrafon. Let's see if we could maybe try one more time. I mean, obviously we can win here. Wonder if we had enough damage to beat this team. I mean, this would be a good example of another type of team similar to this. We don't want Seeker in here. Maybe we could put another damage dealer that, or somebody that you might have. Like Syl. And then you could just use the double revives. Another champion you might have would be like any of these epics, like Helmet, I think could be great there. Let's try it. Now, obviously, this is a crazy team power, so this might not work out. But I like to just show you real situations, right? Now, we did get frozen there, which is unfortunate, but we're protected, right? Oh my goodness, never mind. We're just all frozen. Now, the one downfall and difference between Rector and Duchess, when you have Duchess, you get protected because they have to target Duchess, okay? Syl in here, gonna take some... Oh man, yeah, we're just... We didn't get to strip the buffs. So, we didn't get to revive either. Okay, yeah, just too tanky of a team here. This is a great team. If you replace Ninja with somebody on this team, even, I mean, they did Ninja to pair with Tormund. Very cool team. The main reason I wanted to fight against this team is because Duchess has the decreased damage overall in her passive, and you have to target Duchess. Rector veils herself, which you would think is a good thing, but actually, then that allows them to target whoever they want on their team. Okay, so let's go ahead over and I will suggest some teams to use for you could use her in Doom Tower. You could use her in any dungeon team early game. I think that she could be great for any of these, but let's go ahead and take a look at what a team would look like with her in here. Now, the issue is when you are looking at a team with Rector Drath, it's not going to be a fast clear, right? This is an early game team for you, and like when you get to the end game, then you're going to be using her in Doom Tower. You're going to be using her against the Doom Tower bosses. You're going to be using her against the Hydra, okay? And that's the build that you want to transition her into. If you're going to use her against the dragon, who do I have that we could even put in here? We could put you and you, and maybe Royal Guard, and I just don't really have a good poisoner. I guess I could use Shamail. He's in a toxic set. We don't have a lot of damage here, so we're relying on Rector for her heals. And let's put him here. Do I have gear on Helmet? I feel like I stole something from him recently. How much gear did I steal from Helmet? Just his gloves. Okay. He needs to have crit rate gloves. 50 and 30 is 80. Do I have 6-star ones that I can just throw on there real quick? Let me see who I can steal some gloves from. Well, we can steal these ones. Perfect. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, great. Yeah, just always double check that your champions are geared before you use them, okay? So this will be the last thing, and then we will then we'll wrap up the video here. If you're enjoying this and you'd like to see more champion guides, give me some ideas of who you'd like to see in the comments below. Legendaries tend to not get a lot of views, but I'm happy to answer any questions about them. But, you know, make your suggestions. Who would you like to see as champion guides? I have not been doing a ton of champion guides lately, and so I'd love to get some more guides on the channel. This is actually my second Rector champion guide. I did one when she first came out, and so she's really great. You know, I absolutely love her. I compared her to a budget Siphi the Lost Bride, and I still think that that's true. She's like halfway in between Siphi the Lost Bride and Duchess, you know, with a little bit different of a kit. And that's a great place to be compared to two, like, top-tier legendary champions. That's exactly what you want. And you can see here, like, look, every time everyone takes a turn, they're getting 4,000 to 5,000 HP. Well, it's based on their HP, so Ugo's not getting as much. I hope I put Ugo back in her correct gear, because I re-geared her yesterday for Hydra. And you can see here, because we're running a slower team here, it's going to take a little bit longer to clear this dungeon, but rest assured, it will definitely clear the dungeon, okay? And Rector is here to protect your team, to heal them, to revive them. We have my dude Archmage Helmet, did a guide on him recently on the channel as well. So if you want information on him, he's easily obtainable if you start doing some secret rooms in the Doom Tower, which, crap, I need to do that today. I need to do that before it rotates so that I can work on, who's the second champion? Akoth the Seared is a great champion as well. Another option for HP burn. And then Rector is going to revive people if they end up dying, okay? Which is amazing, okay? Ugo actually incredible here with the block buffs, so those Hordens don't buff themselves and do a giant pile of damage. And then when we get to the dragon, it's actually not going to take that long because we're going to have Royal Guard nuking him, and we're going to have Shamail putting the poisons up. So on the boss, you would be wanting your Rector Drath to hit that accuracy number, and so she can get that decreased attack on for survivability. This is more of an early game team for Dragon, but we've also seen some late game content as well with the Hydra. She just is going to be great for the whole length of your account. She's going to help you in multiple areas of the game, and that's exactly what you want out of a champion. You could start the game with her, and then she is helping you the entire length of your account, which you can't say that about every champion for sure. Now, let's see what we're going to do here. See the poisons from him, and then when we get the debuffs, then we're going to get some free attacks with our Shamail as well, which is great. Okay. Now, we're not doing enough damage to stop that extra big hit from the dragon, and so the dragon's going to smack us, but luckily we're protected. And now, Shamail's going to get 5,000 counterattacks, and those poisons from the Toxic set are really going to tick down. Shamail, just an incredible champion. Highly recommend if you have him to build him. Do I have a champion guide on him? I think there's plenty of information on Shamail out there at this point. But yeah, if you want a champion guide on Shamail, that's one I was thinking about doing as well. I don't think I did a champion guide on him, but we've talked about him in Hydra a number of times. And again, not a fast run, but this is a team that you could use, very early game for Dragon 20, maybe as your first clear. Even if you don't have Royal Guard, you could use like your Kale there. You could maybe use a Cold Heart. There's a lot of options there that you could use for your main damage dealer. I used Leorius to clear the waves in my first Dragon 20 team. And so as soon as the dragon gets a turn, he's going to die to those poisons from the Toxic set. I don't have an actual poisoner. Then we'll wrap up the video here. Ooh, almost. Almost killed him just from the poisons. Royal Guard finished the job. Alright, let's see how much healing she did. In this short battle, she did 900, almost 1,000,000 in heals. Incredible. Incredible. So, to wrap it up, Rector Drath is one of the best healers and revivers in the game, okay? Let me know in the comments below, where do you use her? Make sure you're subscribed with the notifications on, and check out some more videos popping on screen. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching all the way till the end. Let me know so I can thank you personally if you watched all the way till the end. Have a great day.